Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Sports Fury. I'm Josh.
And I'm Sean.
And we're going to recap the 2017 NFL Draft, the first round.
Yes, sir.
And son of a bitch, am I pissed off. I am not in a good mood.
I'm in a great mood.
So after Myles Garrett went to the Cleveland Browns, as expected,
Everybody knew that.
the Chicago Bears.
What did the Chicago Bears do, Josh?
They traded third-round picks and fourth-round pick to the 49ers to move up one spot to draft Mitchell Trubisky after they have Mike Glennon on the roster for $18.5 million next year.
Yep.
They traded up one spot for Mitchell Trubisky. The 49ers robbed the Chicago Bears. They played them for fools. We gotta fire our fucking GM. Ryan Pace, get the fuck out of here.
That was
that gets you fired right there. Yeah. Because the 49ers played you, dude. Like, seriously. They were going to take Solomon Thomas the whole fucking time. The whole time they were going to take Solomon Thomas. And they played him.
Well, the rumor is that there were other teams trying to trade into
that spot. And the Bears
spot.
fucking fell for it.
And the Bears, because the Browns were talking about trying to trade back up and getting Trubisky, so Bears are like, man, we don't want to take that chance. Maybe we'll trade. I can understand that, but they gave up way too much
to move up one spot, man. And he's not even gonna play next year. Ryan Pace already said, and I already knew this when we were doing the live draft.
Yep.
There's not going to be any quarterback competition. Mike Glennon is going to be the quarterback next year.
I paid him way too much for him to sit on the bench.
Yeah, so Trubisky is going to sit on the bench, and this motherfucker better be Aaron Rodgers. He better be Tom Brady.
You better hope so.
He better be something. I mean,
I am shocked, man.
Chicago Bears fans are pissed right now.
Did you see all those?
Pissed. Yes, I saw on ESPN all the live reactions, and I was the same way. You go watch my reaction to Chicago Bears drafting Mitchell Trubisky at number 2.
I was scared
on the draft, our live reaction video.
I thought you were gonna murder someone.
I was pissed, but anyway, moving on from the. So, Corey Davis goes to the Tennessee Titans over Mike Williams.
Man, first receiver off the board, Corey Davis. I was shocked.
Yeah,
I like it. I like it.
But you know what? Corey Davis goes, because I like Corey Davis, all right? So I'm not hating that pick at all. I knew, but at least I was right that the Tennessee Titans were going to go wide receiver.
Yeah. Hey, I said he was going to go to Tennessee, Corey Davis.
Yeah, you had Corey Davis falling all the way back.
Yeah, I did.
So you had Corey Davis drafting to the Tennessee Titans, but you had him
like
later.
Late round, mid-round.
So that's a good pick for the Titans.
I liked it.
McCaffrey to the Panthers.
That was a little bit of a shock to me, man. I
thought Jonathan Allen for sure was going to the Panthers.
I knew they were interested. There was a lot of talks throughout the week that, they really like him. But I just did not think McCaffrey would go that early. But I love it, though. They needed a running back.
He's a dynamic running back who can do all kinds of shit, and he's going to, give a whole, ease a lot of pressure off of Cam Newton and
he can
Kevin
do everything, dude.
So that's a good pick for the Carolina Panthers. But
I love it.
John Ross going to the Bengals.
I'm glad you brought that up because John Ross, the Bengals, that makes sense. But 3 receivers going in the top 10, Josh?
Yeah, 3 receivers going in the top 10.
3.
How many quarterbacks were in the top 10? You got Mitchell Trubisky. You have Patrick Mahomes going at 10. That's another surprise. Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, yeah. The Chiefs trading up to Mahomes. I'm 100% believer that Mahomes is way overrated. Texas Tech always produces these high...
Especially at 10.
Yeah. And they always
That's a lot to live up to.
Patrick Mahomes is not the very first Texas Tech quarterback to throw this many yards and lead the nation, all this stuff. They always have these guys that come out throwing the ball 50 times a game. So I think he's a little overrated. Now, that being said, Andy Reid, he's a mastermind on the offense. And Chiefs don't have that deep play threat because Alex Smith does not throw the ball deep.
Right.
So maybe it could be a good pick, but we'll see what Andy Reid does.
I don't like it at all. I mean, not
still
at 10.
Don't like it. Not at 10.
But anyway, Marshawn Lattimore falling to 11th. Saints.
I was shocked. Saints got a steal. They got the best corner in the draft. In my opinion, Marshawn Lattimore.
Marshawn Lattimore heading to the Who Dat Nation of the New Orleans Saints.
They better be super excited about that.
Deshaun Watson goes to the Texans after the Texans traded up and traded with the Cleveland Browns. Deshaun Watson to the Houston Texans. You like it?
I like it because
they needed a quarterback, man.
He's a winner. He knows how to win. He's got good work ethic, and that's what I think they've been lacking.
Absolutely.
And look at their quarterback situation from a year ago. A year ago, they had fucking Brock Osweiler. And now they have fucking Deshaun Watson, a young guy that is a leader. I love it. I think it's great.
Now, I mean, let's talk about the Jacksonville Jaguars getting Leonard Fournette, because I want to talk about the AFC South.
Oh,
the AFC
yeah.
South is going to be something
That's
to
gonna be
watch
probably
next
the best
year.
division.
I mean, you got the Tennessee Titans with the moves that they made.
Yep.
They got their corner. They got their wide receiver.
Yep.
Jaguars got Leonard Fournette. And and then the Houston Texans get their quarterback, Deshaun Watson. And let's see how fast he develops. So, yeah.
I love it. That division, we got to go to one of those games.
Man, shit.
We got to try. But those teams have young talent, and they're going to be up and coming for a while.
Because I just mentioned the Jacksonville Jaguars, I want to say as pissed off as I was about the Chicago Bears, UCF Jaguar.
Yep.
Our buddy over at UCF Jaguar. Go check out his channel. The link's gonna be down in the description down below. Go check him out.
Yep.
I saw his live reaction of him
awesome.
getting Leonard Fournette.
Hey,
I wish I had that
Leonard Fournette too.
feeling.
Yeah.
I wish I had that feeling with the Chicago Bears. I was. You know how long I was waiting for that feeling with us at the 3rd overall pick, and we fucked it up.
I was puzzled, but yeah, his reaction was great because
check that out, guys. Go check
and
that out.
UCF, but all three of us had Leonard Fournette going to the Jacksonville.
I mean, it just makes sense.
It was awesome to actually see the Jacksonville Jaguars make a good move. Tom Coughlin's doing a great job with that team.
So shout out to UCF Jaguar.
Yeah,
I
go
know
check
he's
him
happy
out.
as hell.
Yep.
Okay, so man, Jonathan Allen falling all the way to 17 to the Washington Redskins.
That was a shock, but the arthritis or something, like he had some issues with arthritis
In his shoulders, yes.
You know, but he was such a great talent.
But I didn't think he was
a
going to
leader.
fall that far.
I didn't think
dude.
he was going to fall that far, man. I thought he was going to be gone.
No, wait, no. Was that Jonathan Allen or Simon Thomas? I get that mixed up about
No,
the
Jonathan Allen.
arthritis.
I think it was
Arthritis in the
Jonathan
shoulders?
Allen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Falling to 17 though. And so let's see. And then another one, OJ Howard, falling all the way to 19 to Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I think that's a great pick.
That was cool. I wanted them to get a running
Yeah.
back. In my mock, I had them going defense.
Yep.
But then I saw Dalvin Cook falling. I'm like, oh, Dalvin Cook. Go for Dalvin Cook and get a legitimate running back.
Dalvin Cook didn't even get drafted.
Yeah, he didn't get drafted in the first round at all.
Oh, my God.
But they decided to go OJ Howard,
Yep.
and now it's just like, think about it. Jameis Winston, he's got OJ Howard to throw to. Deshaun Jackson. Fuck you. Deshaun Jackson, the speedster, and they have Mike Evans.
Phenomenal talent.
OJ Howard, Deshaun Watson. I mean, Deshaun
You can't
Jackson.
talk. Deshaun Jackson, let me talk.
I'm tired.
You can't talk.
Deshaun
right now.
Jackson, my
I
boy
think you're
Mike
still
Evans.
flustered from the Bears.
Mike Evans. He
Yeah.
is. Oh my God,
That
he's one of my
team's
favorite
is
players
set.
in the league.
That team's set.
So yeah, damn.
That offense is going to be probably one of the best offenses.
So draft Jameis Winston in fantasy? Yeah?
I think so.
Because
I'm
he's got
excited.
a lot to throw to.
third-year quarterback, that's when
Maybe
shine.
they get a running back in the second round. There's still some running backs left.
Joe Mixon, Dalvin Cook, Dante Foreman. There's still some good running backs available. We'll see.
Now, the Giants at 23, they draft Evan Ingram, tight end. What did you think about that?
I thought that was kind of a reach for me. I felt like they should go offensive lineman, or I actually
It
had
was
them
no-
going running back, but offensive lineman I felt like was their biggest need.
Absolutely.
And there were so many offensive linemen available, dude. There was only 2 taken the whole first round, and the very last pick was an offensive lineman. So technically, really only one. All first round.
So they're going to have a lot of weapons for Eli Manning next year, right? They're going to have this tight end.
They don't have time to throw.
They're going to have OBJ. They're going to
Yeah.
have Sterling Shepard and
Yep.
Brandon Marshall. But Eli Manning's got to get that ball out in like a second. So,
Yeah.
okay, all right. Tack McKinley to Atlanta.
Yes. Oh my God. Atlanta traded up and got Takk McKinley. They were at 31.
Atlanta is one of like the few teams in the NFL
Yeah.
that has very, very little holes in their team.
Yeah.
And they just filled a like one of the they filled it big time with
Takk
McKinley, a pass rusher who is going to fucking put pressure on quarterbacks.
That was the biggest thing to me. Like all these defensive linemen were falling, and you were in shock.
And he's gonna have a chip on his shoulder because Takk McKinley should have
fuck
went
yeah.
earlier.
He should have went way earlier. And this guy filled Atlanta, who really needs a pass rusher. We saw that in the fucking Super Bowl. I love it. I fucking love it. They already have a good defense up and coming, young, and they just added a dynamic pass rusher. I was so fucking pumped about that, man.
So AFC South and the NFC South, they're gonna be fucking great next year to watch.
Yeah, and that was great. I have to say that. Takk McKinley to Atlanta. I love that pick.
Now, your boys, the Cowboys.
I'll let you talk.
How the hell did y'all land Taco? You guys got Taco.
I'll chime in a second. Go ahead.
You guys got Taco at 28. That is one hell of a steal at 28. You got Taco. You guys needed help everywhere in your defense, and I had you guys going corner. You had you guys going corner, but we were watching and we were like, okay, so Taco still left. Yeah, draft Taco. We were saying that for several picks. Like, how was Taco still left?
Yeah. So honestly, I was preaching. We don't need to go D-line. We don't need to go D-line. We need corner.
But you can't pass this guy.
But what did I tell you, Josh? I said, if one of these fucking D linemen fall to us, we have to take the best available. And Taco, I had him going at 19 to Tampa, right? I think Tampa was 19. I can't remember. Yeah, Tampa was 19. And he fell all the way to 28. And some people even had him earlier than 19.
Yeah.
This guy is a beast, and he's oh god, I'm so excited. Taco Sundays.
There's gonna be all kinds of shit going on with some merchandise,
dude.
Cowboys.
Taco already got a Dallas restaurant already gave him free tacos for the rest of his life. Apparently.
Now,
I'm pumped. I'm so excited.
Now, how about this?
Yeah.
Reuben Foster to the 49ers at 31.
That is probably one of the best fucking... The 49ers, in my opinion, I know they fucked your Bears, but I think had the best draft of any team. I will have to give props to Kyle Shanahan. First off, they traded down, raked the Bears. Still got the player they were wanting, Solomon Thomas. I don't care. You can flip me off. Then they traded back into the first round and got one of the best top 10 players in the draft. All he had issues with was that piss test, right? Which we all know why. And they got... Reuben Foster's a beast. He's like... Everybody compared to like a Ray Lewis kind of guy. This guy is going... oh my God. Their defense is going to be phenomenal.
So you already mentioned that they had the best draft, right? So let's get into draft. We're getting into draft winners, right?
Yes.
You got the 49ers, A+. They stole the draft, right?
They are number
Absolutely, 49ers. Yeah. Solomon Thomas and Reuben Foster?
Yep.
That's a good way to build your defense.
Oh, God.
I also had the Browns being winners in this draft. Now, I will say this. They got Garrett. They got Jabril Peppers.
Yeah.
Awesome. But then their third first-round pick.
David Njoku.
Yeah, the tight end.
Yeah.
That didn't make any sense to me.
That was a shock to me because you don't even have a quarterback yet. Why were you drafting a tight end?
Yes.
I wasn't puzzled. I was like, maybe they'll go after running back. Maybe they'll go another defensive player. There's still Sidney Jones.
Imagine if they would have... Yeah, what if they went Sidney Jones?
Sidney Jones is still available. Kevin King's still available.
And then now you're building a monster defense for the future.
Oh, man. But either way, I think they still made some good picks.
But then again, you can't hate it too much. And I still have them winners because they got Garrett. They got Jabril Peppers.
They got draft picks.
And they have 7 more draft picks, I think it is, for the rest of this draft.
And they got draft picks for next year.
For next year, too. So,
Houston.
Can't hate it too much, so I have them winners.
Yeah.
I also have the Saints as winners because they got Marshawn Lattimore at 11, which is a steal.
Oh, God.
And then they went ahead and got Ryan Ramczyk.
At the last pick of the fucking round, I thought they might go after a receiver to replace Brandon Cooks, but I love this pick. It's not the sexiest pick, but it's a good pick. I love it, dude.
And then my other winners, you have to agree, Atlanta.
Oh, of course. Them trading up and getting McKinley, they knew, like, hey, this guy's falling.
They got a steal. Takk McKinley at 26, so they got their winners.
Yeah.
Now, losers, you can question some of these guys' picks, like the Giants getting a tight end when they really need an offensive lineman.
Yeah.
But really, fuck.
Who's the loser, Josh?
Honestly, the only real loser of this first round is Ryan Pace, our GM of the Chicago Bears. This guy has to get fired. Even if you love Mitchell Trubisky, you want to draft Mitchell Trubisky, how do you not know the 49ers are fucking playing you? Everybody else saw it. How do you not know that? How do you give up what you gave up to move up one fucking spot for Mitchell Trubisky at number 2? You got played, Ryan Pace, and now your ass is going to get fired for it. Because, you know what? If John Fox and this Chicago Bears, they have a losing season, John Fox is going to be gone. Ryan Pace is going to be gone.
Yep.
And then Trubisky, he's just there. right? And Mike Glennon, he's gonna be gone because basically his contract is 1 year. But Chicago Bears, I would say, are like probably the sole loser of this draft.
Yeah.
I mean, again, you could probably question some of these other picks, but like the Kansas City Chiefs moving up to 10. I don't like that neither.
I don't.
But
I think
Chicago
that's
Bears stole the show at losing this first round, and they better damn well make up for it in the second round. Because let's get into best players available in the rest of the draft. I mean, you still got running backs, you still got some D linemen, you still got some corners. Dalvin Cook did not get drafted. In the first
Alvin
round.
Kamara, Joe Mixon, Dante Foreman. There's still some good running backs. 4 running backs right there that could easily.
There's even some good quarterbacks still.
Oh yeah, we
They're
have
probably better than Patrick
who do we
Mahomes. I
have?
would at 10.
Deshaun Kaiser. We have Nathan Peterman. I think it's his name. Who's that other guy that I'm trying to think of? There's a lot more. Joshua Dobbs. He's another one. And there's, like I said, there's only 2 offensive linemen that were drafted. So we still have Forrest Lamp available. Cam Robinson. There's
Yes.
still so much that can be taken.
So, and I know Jacksonville Jaguars are going to want one of those offensive linemen.
Yeah.
I think Chicago Bears could use one of those too.
Mm-hmm.
So the second round's going to be interesting because there's still a lot of great players
Yeah.
available.
Oh, yeah.
And that finishes up our recap of the first round.
Yeah.
If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe, share this with your friends.
Yeah.
And I also want to say this, we had a blast doing our live stream. It was our first ever live stream.
It was amazing. Great experience, and it's great because everybody that tuned in, if you're watching this,
I did not think that many people were going to watch
it was
at all.
phenomenal, and everybody was so interactive. People were commenting.
What did I say? I said maybe 10 or 12 people are going to watch.
Yeah,
But a whole lot of you guys
man.
watched, and
It
we
was
got a
great.
whole bunch of new subscribers. And you know what? I really want to say this. I truly, truly appreciate you guys watching, catching that live stream, commenting throughout the entire draft, and you guys subscribing. We
we
really
definitely
appreciate it.
the support.
I want to give a shout out to our buddy Craig.
Yep.
He's been a huge supporter of us. He's subscribed to us. He comments all the time, and he was following us through the live stream. So Craig, man, we really appreciate you, buddy.
Yeah, and you nailed it on like a lot of the draft picks.
Yeah.
So we give props on that.
Yeah, he knows his college
He
football,
knows,
man.
so he
truly
knew
does.
exactly what players would probably be best. So
Also-
he made some good picks.
Yeah, and I also want to give a shout out to Johnny Talk Sports. Man, if you guys, he's a YouTube creator, so you guys go check out his channel.
Yep. We already mentioned him before, but UCF Jaguars.
UCF Jaguar, man.
Check him out if you like, especially if you like Jacksonville Jaguars, that young and upcoming team. Check him out.
He knows his shit.
He knows his shit.
And he's already asked me, should the Chicago Bears move up and take a Jaguar spot because we could use an offensive lineman, and I know the Jaguars really want one too.
Yeah.
So if they can get Cam Robinson
Either way, Cam Robinson, Forrest Lamp, there's some good.
to give some protection to,
There's still some good
man.
linemen
Oh
there,
shit.
dude.
So
there's some great.
So thanks, guys.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it once again, and we look forward to doing this again next year.
Oh, I'm excited. I'll come down.
Next
to
time we're gonna go to my place. All right.
I guess.
But all right, guys. Thanks. Take
Yep.
care. See ya.
Later.